Hello, friends and neighbors. I wanted to get back to you today with all the talk around mental health. Everybody's talking about it. L.G. Bear suggested that we get back to you today, and he suggested I talk about how I use L.G. Bear and Mental Health First Aid USA to help myself. So I'm going to run through quickly the L.G. Bear action plan and just talk about what that means to me as a senior citizen, and it might help others as well because I live with serious mental health issues. I have for decades as a result of some early childhood trauma and an injury aboard ship while I was serving in the U.S. Navy in early 1965. So I'm probably like many veterans my age, and we struggle a bit in our 70s. So when I look at the LG action plan and that first letter A for assess, I think about myself, and if I'm really struggling, then I ask myself if I'm going to do harm to myself, or sometimes I lose a little bit of help and hope and have to rely on some family support. So you can do that individually. You don't have to wait for anybody else. And if you go to Mental Health First Aid USA, do a search on that, you can get lots of information about how this helps individually. You could be sitting alone somewhere and without family support for a little while, and you can take this out and have a conversation with yourself, help yourself settle down. So and the second letter, L, is listen. And I try to listen to myself non-judgmentally, because if you don't, all those demons in your head start to come forward, and it tends to make you think about the worst that's going to happen instead of the most positive. So I practice mindfulness meditation, and we live on the coast here in Oregon, so we have some great opportunities to go out on the coastal trail and look at the ocean and the waves breaking. And then, after I do that, I look at the letter G for give, and it means give reassurance and information. So I remind myself of some of the tools I have in my own toolkit that helps me. And then after that, I think about appropriate professional help, which I get. I get robust help from my physician, my primary care physician, also a psychiatrist. I'm on some medication, so I feel like I'm in pretty good hands. I'm also, as another way of encouraging myself, I have a very strong support system, family support system, especially my wife, Judy, who has been, we're going to celebrate our 36th anniversary here in April, so I'm very lucky. So for me, I think we always have to be aware of what's going on individually and help ourselves if we're alone. So LG Bear has been my friend for about 5 years now, and LG Bear came to me by way of Mental Health First Aid USA adult training. So I was certified. And on the way out, I was given this bear, and we've been friends ever since. So have a good evening. Pay attention to your loved ones and friends, and help yourself. Go to Mental Health First Aid USA and check it out. See you next time.